so I hope you guys enjoy that. Yeah, I shaved. It was getting annoying, and quite frankly, I didn't like the feeling of my nose getting tickled by my own mustache. Anyway, um, so today I looked up a video, and it was a very compelling video. It was a video basically underlining one of the few things that we lost in relationships: common decency and respect. Like, okay, so basically the story is a guy is with this girl, right? And he's talking to her, and they're getting really, really close. They're getting to the point where they want to get together and get married. Unfortunately, the relationship kind of soured when they started talking about whether or not the guy would take her name or his name, whatever. Basically, it's the whole shared name after marriage thing. Apparently, according to the girl, she doesn't feel comfortable with said situation. It just sounds to me that the girl just couldn't feel anything beyond having a relationship. As far as a relationship, like, so what I'm saying is, I don't think she had any kind of respect. And quite frankly, the relationship was doomed to fail, and it did fail, not surprisingly. So the problem about the story was it turned something different. It came from, he basically said, you know what, I want to talk to you, have a conversation. Hey, why do you want to have this relationship? And mind you, at the story, the gentleman had kind of a rough upbringing. Basically, he lost his family pretty young and basically aged out from the system. If he doesn't understand what it means, he was basically an orphan, and he aged out, basically meaning that he never actually found a family to live, so he lived literally in foster care. And it stinks because some people unfortunately have that issue, where they grew up in a system where literally just basically transactional, like the whole relationship, relationships in general, just meant nothing. And he basically said, you know what, okay, I need some time. I need some time. And before I go any further with this story, please like, subscribe, comment, thank you very much. Mar. Hi Mar, how you doing? Thank you for checking out the video. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Anyway, so the end of the story, that's the part of the story is, yeah, he basically said, I'm done. I'm glad to hear about this. So,
the seats, the touchpad underneath, somebody's sitting on it. On and off. And you shout when you want to get out. Okay. Okay, stop.
anyway, so to end the story, basically, he said, I'm done with being with you. We are broken up and we're done. And the girl apparently could not handle that. Apparently the girl just wanted to control the relationship, and in controlling the relationship she didn't want. She wanted to control the marriage. Apparently. That's not what I was understanding. And if you understand what I'm talking about, it's basically this girl just wanted to tell everybody, oh yeah, he's just my boy. Am I gonna take his name? Her excuse was, it's too cringy. It's too cringy to have a relationship. So her parents had a relationship. They took one of your parents to the other's name. It's like, and then her response was, "That's different." I was like, "Different? How would any, like, don't get me wrong, I understand you're entitled. Personally, you're entitled to have that feeling, but that would mean that it's just basically you're not having the ability to commit to this person, because it's a sign of commitment to do that. And when people don't, like, I'm not saying that is the only way to commit, but it's like one of the biggest signs of commitment. Thank you for checking out my videos. Oh, I wish I could take it. I don't have any way to, I don't have a cash app or anything like that. And even if I could, it would, I am stuck. And believe me, I wish I had that much money right now. I just have to get food right now. I mean, technically I am going to get paid, but most of it is going to go to just saying. None of it is going to go to actual bills, no food. And literally, don't get me wrong, we have food in the house, but it's barely going to last. Anyway, one second, guys. Thank you. Anyway, as I was saying, the rest of the story was basically him, the gentleman in the relationship. He just basically said, "You know, I'm done with you. Please don't talk to me, don't call me or anything like that. And I don't want to deal with you because you proved to me that you don't want my relationship. You want the control that comes from it. Like, you just basically want to use me as a little punching bag." What's up? What's up? How you doing, Loki? And the relationship basically comes out to him basically saying, "I'm done," and he tries to live his own life, and the girl just would not let him fucking breathe. Tried everything and like basically trying to defame him, all that, right? Just because that he basically said, "I'm done." And according to this girl, it's like, it's unacceptable. He can't move on. He can't. He just can't. So she basically stalked him. The only thing that he could do is basically go to the courts saying, "Hey, I need a restraining order from this bitch because she tried to defame me. She's basically stalking me." And I told her I'm done with her. Like, she made it very clear that she didn't want anything to do with me. Now that I told her I'm done, she can't. So basically, it's control issues. It's all it is basically she had nothing to do. It had nothing to do with anything like cringe or bullshit like that. It had more to do with the fact that she wanted to control this guy. Like, she just wanted control in the relationship, and that was the only real reason why this happened. And mind you, nah, man, I wish. I honestly wish. I'm trying to find someone, but I'm gonna be honest, I got no luck. When it comes to relationships, I have no ability for it. And I don't know why. I mean, in general, I'm not trying to be egotistical or anything. It's just, I have good qualities. I know I do. I just don't know if they're enough for an actual relationship. I love to be with someone. I'm very affectionate. But I feel like at times, I don't want to be dependent. That's the other thing. See, I have this thing where if I'm getting too close to someone, I get very dependent on this person. And I'm gonna be honest, guys. It's gotten to the point where if I'm not careful, I would depend on someone so much that it'd be very easy for me to be duped or scammed or taken advantage of. Right now, I'm doing good because I don't trust most people. But if I ever get into a relationship, I'm actually very scared that my facade would shatter and I'd be easy pickings for every scam artist out there. And that's one of the biggest fears that I have. So as far as a relationship, I'm actually terrified. It's one of my biggest fears. Because like I said, I'm right now I'm good because I'm always very careful when it comes to people, in general. But if I ever get into a relationship, my guard would drop, and it'd be very, very easy for somebody to stab me in the back. And I'm actually very, very terrified. Because I'm gonna be honest, guys. These days, the dating pool, and mind you, I hope I'm being harsh here because I hope I'm wrong, but I don't feel very strongly when it comes to the dating pool right now. I really don't. People in general are they're just scary right now. They've shown day in, day and out that it's hard to trust people nowadays, from relationships to perfect strangers in general. So I'm telling you, I hate it. I hate it with all my heart. But I don't think I'm gonna be having a girlfriend for a long time. Mind you, it has been a long time since I had a decent relationship. And I do mean decent. My last relationship, it was more of a fling. I've told you about that story where I basically fooled around with a girl, but I found out that, you know, she was still technically with this guy, and she went back to him. Which honestly, folks, between you and me, not my brightest moment. I'll tell you that right now. One, again, is because I felt like I was just basically being used as basically a timeshare. Like she was just basically having fun with me, and then when she didn't need me anymore, she just left. Which honestly, I'm kind of glad that she showed me her true colors, because I actually feel bad for the other guy. I really do. And I say that because I don't want to be on the other end of that myself. Oh wait, I have. My actual first girlfriend, well, my first long-term girlfriend actually did that to me, and I haven't talked to her since, obviously. Like, who'd be stupid enough to go contact his ex-girlfriend after something like that, right? Don't get me wrong. I did talk to my ex-girlfriend, not after that, of course. It was before that. So, to answer your question, Master GT, no. I don't have a girlfriend, and it isn't very likely I'm going to have one for a long time. I don't have any real faith in the dating pool. Again, I have said that already. And if you guys out there have horror stories when it comes to relationships, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I like to talk about it and see what we can be your impromptu shrink. Mind you, know this, I'm not a professional. I work at a sandwich shop, so don't try to assume that I'm a professional shrinker or nothing, because I'm not. I'm gonna put that in blast right now. But we can talk, and it's as simple as that. I mean, you don't have to be a shrink to load off your feelings. I mean, all you have to do is just have a good friend listen to you. Believe it or not, it's actually pretty simple. A lot of people think that you have to go to an expensive shrink to unload your problems. On certain occasions, yes. But on most problems in general, like life in general, just talk to a good friend of yours, or a mom, or somebody you trust. My recommendation, trust me, it is. And I'm promoting. Haha. I know where I live too. It's funny that way, isn't it? Judging as like you're probably thinking, judging by the fact that he's sweating, he lives in a desert. Ha ha! Yes, I live in a desert. Where I live, it gets 110 on a very, very regular basis. You are back. You must be like All Might. I am here. Like every superhero out there just basically flaunting the little symbol on his chest or whatever and shouting proudly, I am here. Yeah, I know. Troy, what's going on, man? And yes, I knew it was you the entire time. I was just yanking your chain, bruh.
Checked up on me. Check up on you.
Anyway.
Don't change the subject. What did she do? I fronted your buy-in.
Doing okay. I'm just here doing random stuff and basically trying to live life. Going to work. If you guys don't know where I work, look in the background, you'll see what I'm talking about. Anyway, this is basically, yeah, I work here. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. This is just supposed to be me passing the time, trying to, but I saw a video that I thought was interesting, and my only takeaway to this is if you guys want to be with someone, do it with respect, do it with hope, and do it with a lack of control, because believe me, guys, you can't control everything, and if you think you can, that relationship is going to be terrible. Probably not for you, but your partner, and that's the whole point. You have to when you are going in a relationship, you have to also think about other people, about yourselves. So in other words, think of their happiness as much as yours. Trust me, that relationship advice works wonders, especially in this economy. And I don't mean be a person's sugar daddy or fucking ATM. Don't do that. That just makes you miserable. And that's not the kind of relationship you need. So, again, takeaway: have respect, have love in your hearts for others and yourselves, and show a little hope. Hopefully, one day, all of us will be happy. It just takes work on our parts and the others. It's not a one-way street, you know. It goes both ways. And if any of you guys go, that's what she said, yeah, don't go there. I beat you to it. Take care.